Ladies and gentlemen, the climax of the evening. Which of these lovely girls waiting here will be your beauty queen for the coming year? Will receive the prize of £300 and perhaps, most important of all, will go on to represent your lovely town in the contest to find Miss International Coastal Resorts. Sponsored, as is this event tonight, by the Tokyo Dredging and Piling Company. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this year's Miss Polgate is... wait for it. Number 6! Ladies, decorum, please!
To me, you...
I'm sorry.
You cocked it.
I told the chairman what number, wrote it down for him. 9. The silly twerp went and looked at it upside down.
You gave it to him upside down.
Oh, any fool should have the sense to turn it round.
Last chance, that was. Last qualifying round. You promised me I'd be in the final. I don't think you're coming home with me tonight.
Hey? Where the hell are we?
You went left back there when you should have gone right.
Oh, for goodness sake, why didn't you say?
None of my business.
Hold on. There's something coming up ahead. The Marine Pavilion, Cockles. Where the hell's Cockles?
Billy, look. Hey, couldn't we get them in as a qualifier?
Cockles?
Oh, I do like a cockle from Cocklesea. Cockles, cockles from Cocklesea. With a cockle down me throttle, I'm as cocky as can be. Cocky as can be. Whoa, cockles, cockles, cockles from Cocklesea. There's not another cockle what'll satisfy your throttle like a cockle from Cocklesea.
What's your game, then?
Ah, yeah. Hello.
That's my daughter you're looking at.
Oh, really? What a pretty girl. How would you like to earn a bit of extra money?
You filthy swine.
That's all you're offering? £20?
It's not the money, it's the honour.
The honour of being Miss Cocklesea?
The first prize is £20.
£20? I'm not showing myself for £20.
Tries hard, Bazarfa.
Oh, yeah, got to give him that. Can't last more than one season, though.
One season? You give him as long as that.
Morning, mate.
What the devil are you doing?
Pardon, friend, pardon. No lives lost, I think.
What the hell do you want?
I seek the boss of this establishment.
Well, that's me. I'm Arthur Dumpton. Who are you?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Most frightfully sorry. My name's Bunter, called Billy, of course. Real name Ernest, after Bevin. My father was a socialist. I have no politics myself. Bunter of Starlight Enterprises, entertainment promoters par excellence. I bring a fabulosa surprise for you.
Is this the place?
Yes.
What's the matter? You look nervous.
No, I was just wondering if this was a good idea.
Well, you're the one who wanted to come.
Mrs. Phelps. Oh, yes, it does come back.
It's been a very long time, Mrs. Dubois.
Must be 10 years.
17.
Must be all of that. Do I remember a Mr. Phelps?
No, you don't.
Oh, I am sorry.
Have you got any room?
Oh, I'm sure we can manage to fit you in. I'm always delighted when visitors come back. It means they've had satisfaction.
How's Mr. Dubois?
I dare say you remember Jack. Jack doesn't change. And this is your daughter?
Yes. This is Jacqueline.
Miss International Coastal Resorts?
That's right.
And you want our winner to take part?
That's right. And your first prize goes up to £300.
Well, I don't know what to say. I really don't. 300? Well, that'll bring them in.
Should do. Have a cigar.
No, I don't. Well, perhaps I might.
Do.
I will. No, you see, I'd always visualised Miss Cockles as a sort of small, homely sort of contest.
Allow me.
I'm not used to these things.
Weren't used to them. Past tense. Will be used soon. We'll have to get used. Now, I dare say you want to know all about us.
Well...
The contest for Miss International Coastal Resorts is sponsored by the Tokyo Dredging and Piling Company. Starlight Enterprises organise the British side. I see the preliminary rounds. The final for Miss International Coastal Resorts is held in the Alhambra complex in Acapulco.
Acapulco?
That is the final of finals. Firstly, of course, we have the British final.
And where does that take place?
Hartlepool.
Oh, I say. Thank you.
Now, to qualify for Hartlepool, a girl must be first a queen of a coastal resort. We listed certain coastal resorts as qualifying towns, but we slipped up. We did not list Cocklesea. Indeed, we did not know about Cocklesea. That isn't until I passed through the town the other night. So back I went and charged, head down to the board. Mea culpa, I said. Dropped a clanger, I said. We've got to include Cocklesea. It took a bit of doing to talk the samurai round.
Samu?
Samurai, the representative of the Tokyo P&D. Too late, he said. The list is closed, he said. But I'll tell you something about our Nippon friend. He'll always open his ears to any good argument. I explained the whole thing. Cocklesea may be a bit down at the moment, I said, but back in the 30s and just after the war, though, of course, I didn't use that phrase. You never know whose dad was a kamikaze. Late 40s is what I actually said. Back in those days, Cocklesea was big time, I said, and I do believe it will be so again. And if this contest is anything to do with PR, and that is exactly what it is, you do well to get in with Cocklesea. Anyway, cut a long story short, the Mikado soon saw my point of view. People very often do, I find. You are now a qualifier. QED.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't.
It should do you a bit of good, the publicity.
This is it.
Not that you're doing badly. I wasn't implying that.
No, not too badly, I suppose. We have something on most nights, you know, film shows, discos, that sort of thing. Oh, yeah, the cat show last week. It keeps the wolf from the door, you know. But it's not what I want for this place. You know, I want live shows.
Yeah, the old grease paint. Got it in the blood.
The trouble is, you see, the artists I can get, they won't bring in the public. And the artists will bring in the public, you see, but they won't come here, you see.
You haven't got the bubble reputation.
This is it.
But if a girl from here goes to Hartlepool, and if that girl wins at Hartlepool, and goes to the Alhambra complex in Acapulco, and wins at Acapulco, and stands there wearing that glittering crown, and says to the world, I'm from Cockles, Marine Pavilion, proprietor Arthur Dumpton, Esquire. Who'll say nay to you then, eh, buddy boy? The universe will be your oyster then.
Mind you, it's not very likely, is it? You haven't seen our contestants. And mind you, they're nice girls. I mean, they're very nice girls, but none of them are what I'd call
The winner of winners.
Well,
you've only seen those that have entered so far. Now that you're a qualifier and the prizes are up, you should have many more. As a matter of fact, I know of one. Met her in London yesterday.
London? Oh, there's no outsiders. That's in the rules, you see. They have to be residents or holidaymakers.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. She's coming here on holiday. Starting Saturday, as a matter of fact. So, of course, I told her about the contest, and she said she was definitely going to enter it. Yes, I think I've got a photograph of her here somewhere. A girl by the name of Joan Jones. That's her. That's Joan Jones.
Gordon Bennett. Oh, I'm sorry. Is she a friend of yours?
Oh, no, good Lord, no, just an acquaintance. I do have a few.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I didn't mean... Yeah.
I'll tell you something that's just struck me, though. I know about these competitions. That girl could well be a winner. She could do well at Hartlepool.
You could be right
I'm
there.
damn sure I'm right. You'll be chairman of the judges, I suppose?
Well,
yes, in your position, you'd have to be. And I'll be a judge for the firm. Any local personalities who are also friends?
well, there's Jacques Dubois. He's a local artist.
And friend?
Oh, he's my best friend.
Done. Find two women, it doesn't matter who, we got a majority anyway. Wink, wink, enough said. Acapulco, here we come.
Yeah.
Hello, Dolly. Clever little Billy has done your bidding.
Oh, Billy, you have?
No problems this time. Blow us a kiss.
Mwah.
Oh, it's nice to hear you're pleased with Billy again.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh, bye-bye till later.
Come in.
Hello, Jacques. It's all right. Gloria's gone out.
Who are you?
Don't you remember me?
No.
The summer of '66.
66?
The night before the pier blew down.
Mr. Dumpton.
Hello, Emma.
Mrs. Dubois sent me round with your sandwiches.
Oh, thank you, Emma.
Mr. Dumpton, can anyone enter?
Oh, yes, yeah. Anyone who's a holiday maker or a resident. Yeah.
I'm one of those, aren't I?
Well, you?
Why not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
I think I might. I mean, why shouldn't I? We all go in with an equal chance. Just one. Please, Shark.
Not now, Carrie. It's not the time or the place.
But everybody's gone out. Even my daughter has.
I don't recall you having a daughter.
Oh, I have now. Oh, please, Shark. It took so much courage for me to come here after all this time. And Gloria's quite right. You haven't changed.
Oh, I have. I'm old, doll. I'm old.
Carrie.
I mean, Carrie.
We're just the same as we were.
Yeah, well, you may be Carrie, but I'm...
Just one. Please, Shark. Please. Say it again, Shark.
Had we but whirled enough in time, this coyness lady were no crime. We would sit down and think which way to walk and pass our long love's day.
Jacques, can I talk to you a moment? I'm busy.
Oh, I must talk. I'm coming in.
Well, hang on a tick.
I'm coming in.
Will you please not interrupt me when I'm working, Arthur?
I'm sorry, Jacques, but Oh, I'm sorry. The fact is, I need your advice. It's about the bathing beauty contest.
Yes, well, what goes on in the pavilion is no concern of mine.
Oh, well, there's this man, you see. He wants to make it a qualifier for Miss International Coastal Resorts. And he's offered 300 quid for the prize.
Very nice, very nice. Now, will you let me get on?
No, but I must tell you, Jacques, there is a worrying snag.
Miss International Coastal Resorts.
And the prize has gone up to £300.
I hope he's told them I'm the hostess. Arthur?
He's outside, in the caravan.
Arthur?
But, my dear Arthur, what is the problem, for God's sake? He's put up the money. He wants this girlfriend of his to win him. Is there nothing that doesn't surprise you, mate? Oh, my God.
What's going on?
Lend a hand. Lend a hand.
Stupid bitch. Who is she?
Does her name matter? She just dropped in. Lend a hand. Lend a hand.
Oh, dear. Shark. Shark. You're right. We're not what we were. I'm too old for all this. I'd just better go.
Arthur? Arthur?
Get her back inside.
No! No! No!
Oh, Arthur, this is wonderful news.
Will you please not interrupt me when I'm working, Gloria?
Will you please not talk to me like that? Arthur Dumpton has just given me a marvellous surprise. When did you last give me one of those?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about that, Gloria. Why don't we talk about it in the house, over a nice cup of tea?
I honestly can't think what's worrying you.
Well...
I mean, what has he said? That girl is the standard, that's all he said. Any other girl might meet those standards and beat the girl he has in mind. As I see it, they all have an equal chance. The important thing is that the girl who wins should stand a good chance at Hartlepool. By the way, did you mention to him that I was the hostess and chaperone?
No. He said he'd leave all the details to me.
Of course, when the winner does go to Hartlepool, she will need to be accompanied by a chaperone from here. And when she goes to Acapulco...
Feeling better, Mum?
Yes, I'm fine now. I just think I did too much. Oh, let's get home tomorrow.
Oh, no.
I thought you wanted to.
Well, not now. When I couldn't find you this afternoon, I put my name down for that beauty contest. That Jack Dubois is one of the judges. He's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Hi, Mrs. Gutteridge.
Who's that? Oh, hello, Susie.
Mum was saying they've made you one of the judges for the beauty contest.
Yes, that's right. Well, I was Miss Cockles myself, not so very long ago.
I'm entering this year.
So I heard.
Mum said that you wanted the house painting.
When I can afford it.
Dad's very good at decorating. I'm sure he'd do you a very good rate if I talked to him.
Oh. 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 Oh.
It is all settled, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, of course it is.
Where is he?
I don't know.
And where's the winner? She's not here yet.
She's not necessarily the winner.
Well, you know what I mean. The one who's going to win. Arthur, you're sure he's who he said he was?
What do you mean?
You're sure he wasn't just pulling your leg?
I don't think so.
Well, where are they?
It was not my string vest. I don't wear string vests.
I've explained all that. It must have come back by mistake from the laundry.
Well, why wasn't it clean?
Well, it's got some of them stains on you can't get off.
What was it doing under your bed?
Oh, for goodness sake, I'm going home. If you don't trust me, that's it. Let's say goodbye.
No. Joanne! Joanne! Of course I trust you. I'm bound to be jealous. I'm that type.
You mustn't be, Billy. You mustn't be.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll forgive you then. Right. Let's get off to this bloody competition and win.
Bunter, I'm honoured to meet you, really am.
Likewise, truly. You must be the ex-Miss Cocklesey that Arthur was telling me about.
No, that's not me. That's Mabel Guttridge. She's one of the judges.
Oh, I am sorry. I just assumed it was you.
No, I never went in for it.
Quite right. Been unfair to the others if you had.
Oh, well.
Look, I'm sorry I'm late.
You're not late. You're just right. We were a bit worried about Miss Joan Jones, though. She's not here yet.
Oh, she is now. Gone round to the stage door. I happened to bump into her in London. Gave her a lift down.
Oh, that was nice and convenient. I bet she's excited about Acapulco.
Oh, well, I expect she's trying not to think about that.
It'd be lovely for her, though. And her chaperone.
Look, Gloria, we'd better get on. We've got to rehearse, you know.
Oh, of course. Mr. Bunter, would you care to address the contestants?
No, I'd rather stay in the background. You're the organisers.
Shut up!
Thank you.
Now.
My name is Gloria Dubois. Most of you know me. I and Mr. Dumpton are the co-organisers of this contest, so if you have any problems, just come to me. Oh, you must be Joanne.
That's right.
What a pretty girl.
Oh, you're all pretty girls. All of you lovely girls.
Of course you are. Now, I will hand you over to Mr. Dumpton, who will explain to you what is going to happen tonight. Arthur.
All right, gather round, everybody. Gather round. Quick as you can, please. Got a lot to get through. Right. Now, I'll try to make the procedure for the contest as straightforward as possible. Now, each of you have been allocated letters of the alphabet. Now, these letters are going to be your numbers for the competition.
How can letters be numbers?
letters can very well be numbers when they're used instead of numbers. I mean, numbers imply some sort of priority, don't they? You see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, with an unlucky 13 for somebody. But letters have no such connotation. No letter implies a loss of status.
What about a P?
Silence!
Silence.
Who said that? Oh, well, Joanne, if you wouldn't mind keeping quiet, we do have to get on, you know. Arthur?
Thank you. Now, as I was saying, these letters are your numbers for the competition. Now, 17 of you are taking part, so the letters run from A to Q. Now, it did occur to me that no girl should have the advantage, or possibly disadvantage, of always appearing first or last, you see. So with that in mind, we shall proceed in the following way. Now, in the opening parade, I want you to come on from the stage there, from the wings, down here along the platform in front of the judges in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, etc., through to Q, you see? Now, in the personality section, that's the interviews, we shall proceed from the middle out. That's starting with I, reversing back to A, which will be followed by Q, and backwards until where we began, you see, at J. Now, after this, of course, as will be obvious, for the third section, that's the final 6, we revert to the opposite of section 1. I.e., if the final 6 are, say, D, E, G, J, L, M, then you come on as M, L, J, G, E, D, you see? I'm not saying that will be the order, I'm just saying if. I mean, the final 6 could possibly be, you know, A, B, you know, F, H, I, N. In which case, you'd come on as N, I, H, F, B, A. See? Any queries at all? OK, let's have a little rehearsal. This is section 2. Q follows A. Look, N is behind O, not in front. Look, behind O. See, N is behind O, not in front of her. Where's L? Oh, yeah, fine. If that's the majority verdict. And, all sections will just run straight through from A to Q. I mean, all I was attempting to do here, but still, no. Fine. If that's your decision, democratically arrived at, I'll abide by it. Well, that's about the lot, I think.
The crowning.
Oh, yes. Hang on a minute. Come back. I want to rehearse the crowning ceremony. Well, which one do we crown for rehearsals in?
Which one?
The worst.
Emma.
Emma!
Thank you, Emma.
How's it all going?
They just crowned Emma.
Oh, nice for her.
Oh, she looked lovely, Mum. It wouldn't half be terrific if she could win.
Oh, mind yourself.
A lot of men like skin and bones.
Skin and bone, more like rag and bone.
Hello. I'm afraid I'm in here too.
Oh, hello, Emma. You look lovely.
Oh, thanks.
Expect the whole thing's fixed anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh, I wasn't born yesterday. All of a sudden, it's a qualifier. All of a sudden, the prize is £300. All of a sudden, Miss Titsy arrives.
What are you talking about?
Joanne, of course.
Did I hear my name?
Hello, Joanne.
You have to fight for a space.
He was just saying, what a good chance you stood. Ooh, it's all down to luck. That's the way I look at it.
And there is.
more than one judge. Of course there is.
And this is Madame Rosa, the clairvoyant.
Consulted by the crown heads of Europe.
Pleased to meet you.
And Gracie Fields.
Ah, here's Mrs. Gutteridge. Mabel Gutteridge. The former Miss Cockles.
Delightful.
Oh.
Utterly delightful. I've heard so much about you. Tempus fugit. And I dare say, Mr. Dumpton, as our chairman, you would like to give us a brief as to the sort of standards we should apply when searching for our winner tonight. Mr. Dumpton?
Yes. Well,
Well, the thing is, you see, we're not just looking for a winner for tonight and to go on to Hartlepool. We would hope to choose someone who could carry our name to the Alhambra complex in Acapulco. So Mr. Dumpton will describe for us the kind of girl that could best do that.
yes, well, it certainly would be very exciting if our winner could go all the way, wouldn't it? Well, I think she should be, ideally... what was it that Ernie Morley said? How shall I put it?
Well, as you put it to me, she should stand about 5'7.5" in her high heels. She should have a 35-inch hip, 22-inch waist, preferably a 36-inch bust, as you said. Blonde, that always goes best internationally. And that last touch of yours was superb.
What was that?
That is that her eyes should be green.
Green?
That is the finishing touch.
Oh, no, I'm sure her eyes should be blue. And I think she should be dark, not blonde. And she should be a bit smaller than what you said. Are you describing Susie Boltwater? I'm not describing anyone. I'm just describing who should win.
Oh. Well, I see the winner as a miniature pocket Venus. Slender, with dark hair and large brown eyes.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. But I'm willing to bet that Mr. Dubois agrees with us.
Actually, no. I think her hair should be streak blonde, preferably in a ponytail. She should have hazel eyes, wear exotic earrings, and perhaps have 1 or 2 beauty spots. You asked for my opinion, I've given it. I am the artist amongst us, after all.
Excuse me. Mr. Dumpton. What's he playing at? I thought you said he'd be on our side.
He said he would be. I thought he would be.
Well, what's he playing at, then?
Now, look, Mr. Bunter, I can only go so far. I can't force anyone to vote for a particular girl. And that's what we're talking about, isn't it?
We are talking about standards.
Look, we're talking about a fix. A fix. Look, I'm not saying Joanne shouldn't win, and it'll be a very good thing for us if she did, but I can't force Jacques to vote for her.
Have you got a drink in here?
Yeah, help yourself.
Oh, I need one. You're right. It is a fix. I've never done anything like this before, never. Thought I was above it. You know what Eric Morley says? In his Bible, he says there should be an iron curtain between us and the girls. Never touch, there disaster lies. Well, she was in this competition I was organising. I touched, and disaster has got me hooked. Ever been in love?
I think so, yes.
Oh, that girl can twiddle me any way she likes. And what she likes is to be a blooming big star. A luminous star in the firmament. No talent, of course, just her looks. But somehow she's got to be recognised for them. And I'm just there to help her get what she wants. I don't seem to care, Arthur. I've got to have her. She's opium and chocolate cake to me. I've tried kicking the habit, but I can't. If she loses tonight, I'm out on my ear. Oh, talk to him, Arthur. Talk to him, please. Tell him I'll take a case of his pictures, and I won't haggle for 10% off.
Yes, I am. The night before the pier blew down. The girl came up to me this afternoon. "You'll vote for me," she said. "Why should I said. "My name's Jacqueline," she said. Suddenly, the whole thing dawned. I'd been very slow.
And her mother never told you?
No. Wonderful woman in that respect, but if the girl spills the beans, it could be difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Gloria might not respond favorably. Now, Jacqueline seems a sensible girl, as befits a daughter of mine. She realizes that my voting for her won't ensure her winning, but if I put her first, that would ensure that she gets at least third place. And she needs the kudos to cover her spot. So, where am I, Arthur?
I don't know.
Business, Mr. Dumpton.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it, George? Thanks for standing in tonight. You're looking forward to seeing the contest, are you?
What contest? I hear the whole thing's fixed.
Give us a roll on the drums, please, Len. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the Tokyo Dredging and Piling Company, in cooperation with the management of the Marine Pavilion Cockles, proprietor Arthur Dumpton Esquire, proudly presents the contest to find this year's Miss Cockles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your hostess for this evening, Mrs. Gloria Dubois.
To be your hostess this evening. And first of all, I would like to introduce you to the chairman of the judges and the co-organizer of the contest, Mr. Arthur Dumpton.
Are you setting your idea for the winner?
That's it.
We have a lady who many years ago, many years ago,
If I told you my idea was worth £100, would you be interested?
No.
200.
150.
175.
Mrs.
Done.
Mabel Gutteridge. Contestants individually. Contestant number 1, Miss Dawn Carrygale. Dawn is 18 years old. She is an off-license assistant, and her hobbies are cooking and electronic chess. Contestant A is Miss Rena Ankton from Blackrise Lane, Cockles. Rena is 17 years old. She is a part-time contomper Contemporator operator's assistant, and her interests are cinema and potholing. So then, Rena, your interests are going to the cinema and potholing. Have you done much potholing?
Potholing.
Oh, potholing. Have you done much potholing?
Well, none yet, but I hope to.
Ah. Well, that's very nice. And if you had one wish in the world, Rena, what would that be?
To do my best to look after all the old people and all the poor people everywhere.
My wish would be for there to be no more wars or nastiness ever. My wish would be to solve all the outstanding problems of medical research. My wish would be for all the children in the world to be always happy.
My wish would be to win the contest.
Isn't that nice? What a truly lovely girl.
That was very... Thank you very much, Susie. That was very bloody funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, shut your mouth. You're in the final six.
No thanks to you.
I didn't do nothing.
Why the hell did I go in for it? I never wanted to. It was my bloody mum.
I'm sorry, Rena.
What are you sorry for? You made the final six. Oh, Christ, you rotten sod! Look what you've done! Oh, I hate you! You've taken away my chances!
What chances? You haven't got any chances. You have.
Gary,
Hello, Jacques.
come in here. We must have a talk.
What is it, Jacques?
Sit down. Look, Carrie. I know I'm feckless, dissolute, difficult, and useless. But I'm not all bad. I've enough imagination to realize the hell you've been through. You've struggled all alone, asking no help of any sort from the one who should have been equally responsible, but whose life you knew you could only have ruined by insisting on what was rightfully your due.
Jacques, what are you talking about?
Look, I never have any money, you know me. But I'll make sure she gets third prize. That's £25. And she might even manage second. That's 50. And I've managed to scrape together another 20. Take her out and show her a good time. Go on.
Jacques, are you all right?
It isn't every day one discovers a daughter. Bless you, Carrie.
Jacques?
Well, Mr. Bunter. Mr. Bunter. Given it some thought. Happy to oblige. Eh? I gather you'd like to buy some paintings of mine in return for a small favor to yourself.
Not now, thank you. I'm already accommodated.
Hell. I thought you had to vote for your daughter.
My what? Carrie had 2 holidays in '66. Father was a Butlins redcoat.
Why was she called Jacqueline then?
The romantic attachment was always to me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the climax of the evening, the final parade of the final 6 and the crowning of the beauty queen.
Mr. Dumpton, the girls are on strike.
What?
The girls are on strike. Great. Gordon Bennett.
It's a fix.
It is not.
It's a fix.
It's a fix.
Are you saying she's not going to win?
I'm not saying she's not going to win. I'm not saying you're not. We've got to have a judgment.
Oh, she knows she's going to win. You can see she does.
We're not going on unless she pulls out.
I'm not pulling out.
No, of course she's not.
I'm not having any nonsense. You've got to go on.
Yes, I've got to.
Well, we're not. Not unless she goes.
Unless she goes.
So put that in your pipe.
I win by default then.
No, we can't do that.
We've stated our terms. It's up to you.
Could I say something, please? I know how it looks, and I know how you feel, but I just want to say this. I don't know Mr. Bunter, but I do know Mr. Dumpton, and I know Mr. Dubois, and Mrs. Gutteridge, and Madame Rosa as well. And honestly, from what I know of them, I don't think any of them would try and fix anything. They're all too nice. And if they trust Mr. Bunter, then I trust him. I do, honestly. I trust you all. Now let's not spoil the whole thing for them. Let's give them a chance.
Right. Let's go then, shall we?
And now, to announce the results, the chairman of the judges, Mr. Arthur Dumpton.
Now, as is customary on these occasions, I shall announce the results in reverse order. In 3rd place, and the winner of £25, the letter B, Miss Susie Boltwater. And in 2nd place, and the winner of £50, the letter N, Miss Dawn Carrigale. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cockles. And the girl chosen to represent us in the British finals of the Miss International Coastal Resorts. The winner is... Pardon?
Sponsored by?
Excuse me.
Sponsored by?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. Sponsored by the Tokyo Dredging and Piling Company, by the unanimous verdict of the judges, the winner is Miss Emma Purbright.
You need lessons in how to win, man.
You cheat! You rotten cheat! Finished with you.
Too late, darling. I got him first. Keep your string vest. I'm unhooked.
Last Saturday week I got fed up, I went to Cockles. I took the lovely lady in me life. We strolled along the sand, and Daisy held me hand. I fancied I had found me trouble and strife. She loved the ozone, she loved the silver sea. But was she quite the right girl for me? Let's see! I put her to the test, displayed the very best. And while she gulped, I said, now honestly, do you like a cockle from Cockles Sea? Cockles, cockles from Cockles Sea. With a cockle down your throttle, you're as cocky as can be. Cocky as can be. Wow, cockles, cockles, cockles from Cockles Sea. There's not another cockle what'll exercise your throttle like a cockle from Cockles Sea. Give us a plateful. A cockle